Hello. Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda over at Blasterworks, and you guessed it, it's Sunday, and it's time for another episode of Trash Talk. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to the flea market today. My friend never responded last night, and I'm a little concerned. But she is retired, and she forgets what day it is, and she doesn't check her phone all the time. But if I don't hear from her by the time it's daylight today, I'm going to call her and check on her, make sure she's okay. But meanwhile, I'm going to start Trash Talk. And as you see, I added the cover already because this was, okay, last month the brochure was cardstock, so it was thicker. This time it was just paper. So it was really thin. So I decided to go ahead and make the journal part, the cover already now, so I could hold everything together a little bit better. And I used a lazy acre bag. I think what was last time? Vaughn's or something? Or Whole Foods. Yeah, it was Whole Foods. So this time it's Lazy Acres. I told you I'm trying to get a different grocery bag for each month. And I already have the week in here. I didn't stamp it though. Oh yeah, I did. There's the 6. Okay. It's kind of camouflaged in there. All right, so that's that. So we are week 7, and here is my trash. And before I get started, I want to say I did get Happy Mail from a very good original Instagram friend of mine, Misty. A lot of you guys may know her. That's Misty with a Y, MYSTY, over in Canada. And it was I didn't know I was getting Happy Mail from her. It just came home and there it was, and I was so excited. And I'll put a picture here of the packet. I'm not going to go through everything, but it was a lot of cool cardboard that she had left out to get weathered and stuff like that. So it was a lot of cool stuff for me to use, and I'm definitely going to use it. I may use part of that cardboard in my asylum journal for my self-portrait. I'm not sure yet, and I'm also going to use it for, she sent me this card with it. Check that out. It's perfect. It's trash can, not trash can't. So her goal was, because she had put this packet together last year, and she wanted to get it to me so that this card would make it into my trash journal that I had last year. But I told her, well, I probably wouldn't have kept it in there. This is something I'm going to hang up. So I found a frame. I have all these frames laying around that I used to have family pictures out everywhere in my other house, but now since I've moved here, I don't really have them out. So I'm going to put it in here, but I'm going to decorate. Obviously, I'm not going to just leave it like that. I'm going to decorate the edge. So that's going to be another project, and maybe I'll use some of her cardboard and stuff on there too. So I'm going to decorate the edges of the frame with some trash and put this little guy in there so that I can always see it and hang it up on my wall, which is running out of space up there, by the way. So yeah, so thank you, Misty. I loved everything in that little packet. And again, very thankful and surprised. And it really was Happy Mail. And I'll list her Instagram below in case you guys don't know her, but she's a cool artist too. She does a lot of cool line work that's very inspiring. So anywho, back to the trash. So last week, and as you can see, I injured myself at work because another machine broke down. Yay, me! So Monday when I go back, this broke down on me on Friday. But luckily it's one that we have another one. So I just had to switch the water bucket and all that kind of stuff and the pump from that one to the other one. And somewhere in there, I scratched myself. So we're still up and running, but I still have to figure out why the other one stopped working. Hopefully it's just like a fuse or something. But anyway, so where was I going with? Oh, that's just work. I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, I'm still fixing everything at work. But trash wise, last week was a very snacky week, even though it doesn't look like it, because I bought this. Remember, I showed you guys this brand last year, and it's really good. And I bought this 2 bags. They had it on sale. I bought it last week. Excuse me. because it was on sale at Lazy Acres. So I bought 2 bags. And I buy usually the flavored one for hubby. And I will and I will eat the plain one mostly. I just like to eat plain. I don't know. I'm just a dull plain person, right? So, I mean, I like flavored stuff too, but I think for the most part, because there's more stuff in there, I just don't want to eat it. I'm just figuring out what I'm going to do with these. I'm thinking this is going to be my my page, right? So if I want to fold it in half, or do I want to make this? So I bought 2 of these, and I bought 2 of the other one that I was looking for at Sprouts, but they didn't have it at Sprouts. I don't know if you guys remember that. So I was looking, I mean, they had that on sale too, so I went ahead and bought 2 bags of those. And yesterday I had to go back. Well, I didn't have to. I just went back because I brought Hansi for his bath, and it's right next door to where he goes for his bath. So I went in there and got us some stuff for lunch, and bought 4 more bags of chips because we went through freaking 4 bags of chips in 1 week, which is unheard of. But anyways, back to the plain ones. So I bought the plain ones for me, got him some jalapeno, because he likes a little bit of flavor. And I couldn't find it. He ate the whole bag in 1 day. I found it in the room in the trash. And I didn't save it. I should have saved it, but I didn't because I had used it before last year. But then I thought I'll save this one because it's a different flavor, and it'll remind me how piggy we were this week because he ate that one. I pretty much ate this one, but I didn't eat it in one sitting. It took me probably about 3 or 4 sittings to finish a bag. But once you start eating, you just cannot stop. They're so light and crunchy, and the flavor on this one is really good. And no, I just cut off the ingredients. I did, but there's like no weird ingredients, and usually the flavored ones do have like maltodextrin and all that kind of stuff in there. But if you look at the ingredients, everything is salt, butter, non-fat dry milk, blue cheese, cheese culture, onion powder, jalapeno pepper, cream. You know what I mean? Like everything is, except for that taco or whatever that, vitamin E to maintain freshness, but that's way at the end. So that means there's not a lot of that in there. But anyways, so after I read the ingredients, I was like, oh, well, you know what? Let me try this flavored one. And it was good. So like I said, I went back yesterday after Hansi's bath, or after I dropped him off. I went next door and got us 4 more bags of chips. So let's see how long they last, if they last a week or not. Usually they last more than a week. Not this time. I like to keep the name brand in there, so I think I'm going to have to trim up here at the top. But anyway, yeah, so nothing new or exciting on my end. Oh yeah, today's Seek Gather Create. I didn't look at the prompts. I did not look at the prompts yet. I should have looked at them so I could start discussing ideas. This last week was hard. And the reason it's hard for me is because for Seek Gather Create, I'm not really making just like an art piece, where you put a skull, you put some yellow flowers, or something like that. I like to try to tell a story because mine is in a book like this, so I don't do tags or things like that. So mine is always trying to tell a story. Like here, you see there's fire, right? The trees are burnt, and then there's a crow, and he's got a hair. He's got a cigarette, a burnt, flaming cigarette that's still lit in his mouth. So what does that tell you? You know what I mean? So there's a story. Now, some of them aren't really stories, but they're like this, but it's cohesive. Like this one has flowers back there. I won't unzip it, but it has abstract flowers was the other one, so it's kind of cohesive. Like if it doesn't tell a story, it all matches together. So I was really struggling with skull, hidden message, yellow. What was the other one? Skull, hidden message, yellow, and I don't know. Oh, playing card. And I don't know. I guess I could have came up with something. It shouldn't have been that hard, I guess, because those are pretty easy prompts. At least it was easy, I noticed, to some people, because they were able to put some cool stuff together, like in a day or two. Not me. I waited until the very last day, which was yesterday, to finally come up with something. And mostly it was because that's when I had time to look through my stuff and look for images. And I think it was because I was trying to use that one card that I had found, and it just wasn't working. So I ended up using something else, another skull instead of that. So sometimes when you limit yourself when you try to use something, and then you're like, well, that's not going to work. So anyway, back to trash, right? So I got Seek, Gather, Create done. And what else? Oh, I got Sonia's project done. I'm sure you guys saw that. That I was going to mail out yesterday, and I forgot that the post office closes earlier on Saturday. I'm not used to being off on Saturdays still. I used to like my weekday off instead of the weekend. So I'll probably have to mail that out. Sonia, I'll mail that out on Monday. I'm going to take it with me to work and then leave work a little earlier so I can hit the post office on the way home. So yeah, so that's going out. And then, and what else? Oh, and then I got an idea finally for the Scrappy. I mean, I had an idea, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable with my card of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on that today also. We bought these. Hubby wanted oranges, but I like mandarins or like tangerines, mainly because they're easier to peel. And so I bought some of these. And isn't that cute? He is kind of cute. So yeah, so I'm going to put, and he liked them. They're very juicy, very sweet. So we had mandarins, and I bought a whole bunch of fruit. Pears. We're trying to get more fruit and less sweet, but you know that's not going to work for me. I'm going to try, but I don't know. Oh, and then this is part. These are the road trip snacks. So I tried the Idaho Spud. Now, anyone from Idaho or been to Idaho? Is this for real? Is this really the candy bar that made Idaho famous? I don't know. It's really good though. I'll insert a picture here because I did eat this one, and I was going to share it with hubby, but I ended up eating the whole thing by myself. I ain't gonna lie. But it had coconut on it. That's why I didn't realize that. But it had coconut and then marshmallow in the middle. And it was really good. It was good. I would buy this again. But of course, that's because sugar is the first ingredient. So that's why, because it was nice and sweet and coconutty. But this one I'd say 9 out of 10. I really liked it. And then hubby had this while I was at work. I came home and this was sitting on my desk. So at least he knows to save the wrapper. This, he only had like maybe 5 chips in it. It was very, very thin. And he said he only took this one out because he figured I wouldn't want the red hot, spicy ones, because he knows I don't like spicy Cheetos and stuff. So, but he said these were good too. Probably about a 9 out of 10 also for these chips. But I do like Louisiana, St. Louis, Louisiana. Oh no, it is Louisiana. So never mind. I was gonna say I like their hot sauce, but it's Louisiana hot sauce that I like. So I don't know about theirs. Sorry, St. Louis. Not sure about you. All right, so that's our road trip snacks. And then I bought another coffee. Yes, it's instant coffee. I'm not a coffee snob. I think I said that before. I will drink any kind of coffee. But I bought this one because it says with caramelized sugar. All right, and sugar's not that high. I looked at the percentage over here. This is really good for in the morning. I like it. I'm glad I bought it. And I'll be honest, the other reason I bought it was because it was glass in a glass jar. It was tall and it was wide, and I want to replace this is my brush, my glue brushes and quick paint brushes that I use all the time, and I just keep them in water. I never clean them off. I rinse them in another water mug over here, and then I put them in there, and they sit in water all the time so they don't get hard. But I want to replace it because it's kind of small, and I want to get the bigger jar. So yes, I bought it for the jar, and because it had caramelized sugar in it. And then so with this, I use a creamer that is just milk, like no sugar in the creamer, and it's really good. I'm even started drinking this at night, which I normally don't drink coffee at night. But yeah, Last couple nights I had a cup of coffee at night, and it didn't keep me awake either, which is good, which is surprising because usually I don't like to drink coffee at night for that reason. And this is part of this too. So I wasn't sure what I was going to use, if I was going to use the top or that. So I don't know yet which one I'm going to use. Probably this though, or maybe even both. And then this is from a bundt cake I got at Albertsons on the clearance rack. So it's like a big bundt cake, and it was cinnamon, and it was only like $2.99, so it was $3. So yes, I bought it, and I still have over half of it over there. So it takes me a while to finish that. In fact, I was going to give some to Pat, my flea market buddy, but she hasn't contacted me yet, so I don't know. Okay, so this is my trash. So as you can see, I'm already going to make this the page, right? Because it's pretty big. And then I need a journal card. This is the only thing I can write on, but it's still kind of weird. Because I cannot write on any of these things. Oh. All right. I'll use Misty's envelope that this was in. I'll use this for my journal card for this week, and then that way I'll know I got Happy Mail too from Misty. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so this is going to be my journal card, and I'm not sure if I'll just slide it in or if I will open it up and write on the inside, or just seal it up and just write on the back. There's not a lot to write when you don't do anything, so yeah, I might just seal it up, write on the back, and this will be my journal card. Okay, so page. So then these, I need a pocket or a tuck. All right, this looks like a pretty cool tuck. How big is? Weather-wise, it rained again. Rained again last week. Again, 3 days in a row. This seems to be the trend right now. It was a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Heavy rain this time, though. Last time it wasn't that heavy. This time it was pretty heavy. And I had to cover up my rosemary because it was drowning. But my garlic looks pretty good still. And, I don't know if you guys knew that I started a loquat tree from a seed that a friend sent me from Texas. So her neighbor had a loquat tree. She didn't even know what loquats were. And then I told her, oh, no, you need to eat those. Those are good. So she sent me some seeds, and I was able to plant and start a tree from one of them. And I started 2 trees. And one of them I gave to my other friend, my other good friend, who also just coincidentally sent me a picture of her tree with her loquats growing on her tree too. So I'm like, yay, we're getting loquats. So far it looks pretty good. I'll also put a picture here. And the reason why I do this is to remind myself where to put the picture. So that when I'm editing, I know, okay, here, I need to put a picture. I know I say it, but at least if I do this, then I know where to enter it. But yeah, so I'm so excited because of loquats, you can't get them at the store because once you pick them, they ripen so fast that they would never make it to the grocery store. So, and hubby tells me that back in the day, there used to be an abundance of loquat trees around here, but not anymore. So I am so happy that I have one, and hopefully it bears enough fruit and I can make what I make is loquat jam. And it is so good. It is so good. And that's the only reason why I want it, is just to make loquat jam. I know, my goals are not very ambitious. All right, so let's see. I have a feeling I need to add. Do I need to extend this page, the back page? Let's see. Maybe I'll extend it with this on here. Let me cut this and clean this out. But anywho, anything else exciting happening? Hansi got his bath. His tail was so floofy yesterday. In fact, I should probably even add pictures of that, because I did take a picture of his tail. It was like, oh, see, I'm gonna have to clean this bag out. Look at all that orange. I'm gonna move all this out the way. His tail was so floofy, and he does this thing now. And poor guy, he's getting old. So I have to lift him up into the tracker, because the tracker's kind of, for a small car, it is kind of high up. So I lift him up into the tracker, but now when he sits, I have the whole back of it. I took out the back seats, so he has the whole, it's flat back there, so he can sit. My wipes go, my sanitary wipes. Where's my bucket? Anyway, okay, I'll just use the baby wipes. But he'll sit in the back seat. I mean, he'll sit in the back. He used to just sit back there and chill. And now he likes to sit his butt on the floorboard behind my seat. So his butt is on the floorboard, and then his paws are up on the where he should be sitting. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. And maybe he just feels more comfortable because it's enclosed and he feels like solid, like he's solid footing or whatever. He's not going to move around when I turn corners and stop and all that kind of stuff. The only problem is he gets stuck and he can't get back out of there. Look at that. So I have to help him. I have to help him get out, which is easy enough. I just pull on his leash, and then it helps. It helps him get enough strength to come out of that little cubby part. But it's hilarious. I took some pictures of that too. So yeah, okay. I'm sure you guys do want to see Hanji, right? So I'll insert pictures in here. Geez, I'm just use 2 wipes. That was really spicy. Make sure I don't rub my face with this. Yeah, so that's my week. It's just Hansi's bath. As you guys know, I was off on Monday because of hubby's originally scheduled surgery, which didn't happen. And that's when I went and got the chips, and we already ate them before the next, or the next week even started. But so he got a letter from the insurance company saying they approved his surgery with that same surgeon. So then he took that letter to the surgeon office, and so they used it to call, I guess, the hospital that they're supposed to schedule the surgery, and that hospital says no, we don't take that. So I don't get that. I don't understand. If someone's going to pay for it, why wouldn't you do it? You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're going to get stiffed. It's been approved. So now he has to go back to his primary care physician and let them know that they need to find another surgeon, and then go ask for approval again through the insurance company. All the while, he has to chill out and not do anything. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out. That's what I tell him. Just chill out. Don't even worry about it. I feel so bad for him, though. I'm thinking I'll do this and then just attach this whole thing like this. Yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? It's going to involve more tape, which I think I will do off camera so I don't drive you guys crazy, even though I've gotten better with the tape. This will be my tuck spot. Okay, this is going to go in there. So then I need some decoration back here. Which definitely the coffee. Oh. Coffee can go this way, under here, or this way. Because it's thin, so let's see, then that'll be in the crease. Well, that'll probably be okay, huh? And then we can just still add these things on, as cinnamon can go on my thing. maybe as a pull for my journal card. And you just go back here like that, maybe, or cover up some of that over there. I don't know. All right, I think I like this layout. This will work as a page. It's very thin and kind of hard to work with, but I'm going to, oh, let's take you apart. Sometimes I like these little edges though on the smaller items. So let me see if I can cut this open. Yeah, it's not going to peel open, so I'm going to have to cut it. I'll just cut it across here. Cut down here. I just want to get some of this back off of it because I don't want it to be too thick on the spine part. And since this is going to go across the spine, oh, you know what? I will just cut here. Okay. That side doesn't look that great. I'll just keep one side. Cut that. And cut across here. All right, so off camera, I'm just going to tape all this down because it requires taping. This is going to be a tuck, and then this is going to slide in. And then it should be a page, but I'm not going to do it on camera because I'm not going to waste your guys' time, but I'm just going to use my double-sided tape, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hold on. All right, you guys, I am back. It is done, and I'm sorry about the glare. I think I need to invest in a new light stand, especially because my head keeps getting in the way, and I've tried everything, and it still gets in the way. And I think it's just because I'm presbyope, so I can't see up close. So I have to kind of like get on it to see what I'm doing. But maybe if I get a new mount, one that doesn't cause glare. Is there such a thing? Can anyone let me know? I think there's always going to be glare though if there's like a shiny substance, but maybe if I have the light, see, because if you do it at an angle, so if the light is at an angle, maybe it doesn't glare as much, and something that's not going to have my head in the way. So if anyone has any suggestions, please list below. But anyway, I got the page in. All right, so here we are for week 7. My chips that I ate the whole bag by myself, not in one day like hubby, 3 days. And then when we open it this way, we have our cuties. That is a tuck for my journal card. And my journal card is the envelope from Misty that had this super cool card in it. I'm using my cinnamon sticker as a pull tab. I have my new favorite instant coffee here. I have the road trip snack from Idaho here. And I already ranked it 9 out of 10. This is part of the coffee. And then when we flip to the back, wrong page. When we flip to the back, we have the St. Louis Red Hot chips, which was also a 9 out of 10. All right. So that is it for Trash Snack Talk. This is coming together pretty cool so far. I like it. And pretty soon, March is coming. Anything else? Hopefully in March I can start doing the backgrounds because Seek Gather Create will be over, so it'll kind of allow me a little bit more time because I want to get caught up with those backgrounds from, I don't know how to say his name, Antonis. You guys know who I'm talking about, because he's up to already 39 and I think I'm still back at 27. So I want to get that caught up. I still want to do my ABC book, but that's not a priority because that's just my own personal thing that I want to do. And let's see, but present today, I'm going to work on Scrappy 8. And I am also going to maybe start gathering the trash to put around this. depending on what else I have to do today. And maybe start thinking of some new layers for the self-portrait in the asylum, because I watched a video from Sonia where she was doing her Seek Gather Create, and she used a layer of acetate or transparency, for her skull, and it was really super cool. And I thought, well, that's a cool layer because you can put whatever you want on it and it'll be see-through. You know what I mean? And then you can just kind of flip it and it can add a layer of something to it without actually covering up whatever's behind it. So thank you, Sonia, for that idea. So I might look into doing something like that today also. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great, productive week ahead. And today, enjoy your Sunday. I do want to, I noticed I have some new subscribers. So I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you. I appreciate any help I can get in getting more subscribers. But like I've said before, I kind of like the little family, the little peeps, because that way I can answer questions, and I always make sure I reply to every comment. And I know if it got more subscribers, more comments, it would be harder to do. But I do enjoy a good banter. I do enjoy talking with you guys on the comment section also. So feel free to leave comments. I will answer you. All right, but welcome, and I hope you stick around for a while. But I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna have to check on my buddy in a little while, Pat. Make sure she's okay, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, love you all. Just